Welcome back to the channel. Now, Bert Samuels is saying that he is 80% confident that Vybz Kartel and his co-accused submission to the Privy Council has been successful. Now, he's saying the only thoughts on the defense attorney's minds is if there will be a retrial or if there will not be a retrial. As he believes the only thing the prosecution can ask for at this time is to have a retrial. Of course, we're going to hear from Bert Samuels himself, and then we're going to continue the reasonation. I'm wanting to look, I'm wanting to listen.
A lot of times the court says where you've served a good part of your sentence, a third of your sentence, for example, and that has happened to some of them, the court is going to say, no, enough is enough. We're not going to ask for retrial. So, our fingers are crossed. We are seemingly in 80% confident that we're going to succeed, but then I'm so biased myself. So we are now looking at, we are now in the arena. Retrial or no retrial. That's what we're into in our mind.
Oh. So there's no question to your mind that the appeal is allowed. It's just a matter of retrial or not.
You can quote me. In any appeal, there are three outcomes possible. One, that the conviction remains in place so that, everything stays as it is and the appeal is dismissed. The second option is that the appeal is allowed, but a retrial is ordered. And the third option is what we are looking for, is that there's an acquittal with no conditions. The men leave their prisons and come home. The paperwork in this case is 9,000 pages in the bundle, 9,000 pages. They're going to have to go and look at the arguments are already in written form. Although you hear the lawyers standing and talking, we have put in these submissions in writing.
Yes.
They're going to have to read virtually 9,000 pages. I'm looking from it's going to be a 3 months wait in my humble estimation.
A 3 months wait?
Summer verdict. It's going to be a summer verdict.
Okay.
Now, one thing for sure, since this case has been brought to the Privy Council's attention, it is almost as if it has been brought to the attention of Jamaican citizens. And most Jamaican citizens believe that, despite what some people feel about Vybz Kartel, love him or hate him, on the basis of this trial, most people believe he was not given a fair trial, based on aspects pointed out by the defense attorneys and even from the prosecution themselves, saying that yes, them know so the right thing to do would have been to get a fresh jury. But the fact that it was the longest trial in Jamaican judicial history, the system just did not have the time and the resources to do so. Now, of course, fans are saying this is no excuse. Now, some would say the reason why the DPP has such a vested interest in this situation is because, with this case being one of the longest cases in Jamaican judicial history, and she being the prosecutor, this is also a part of her legacy. And keep in mind, her legacy as a public prosecutor is what has given her the opportunity to retain being the DPP for so long. Of course, you're going to have people who are going to speculate, people who are going to assume, people who are going to wonder if it was just to make sure that she was there when Vybz Kartel's case was presented to the Privy Council, and that when there is a retrial, or if there is a retrial, she would then still be the lead prosecutor in the case, which would be one of the only persons knowledgeable within the case, as we assume that some of the other people who are now working for the prosecution's office would have been either young attorneys or things of that nature during the time when the trial that take place. I wouldn't be so knowledgeable as to the entire aspect of everything. Of course, that is just mere speculation. Surprisingly though, right before the case was brought to the Privy Council, both Isaac Buchanan and also the DPP had legal situations of their own. Of course, Isaac Buchanan for statements made in reference to the DPP, and the DPP with the judge. A judge was upset at the way the DPP handled that specific case. And the judge also brought the attention to the media. Eagerly await the verdict from the Privy Council. Bert Samuels is saying that he believes that by summer, the people will know if Vybz Kartel and his co-accused will be freed. Now, in a matter of a retrial, if the situation is the Privy Council rule that the phone evidence can't use on the retrial, would the prosecutors have enough evidence to convict or even to pursue charges? Well, let me have the statement from the individual. Even though the statement, some would say, never add up. The location is now gone and there was never any forensics collected from the site. Even though one would assume law enforcement visited all the locations. And there's also no questioning if this is a high-profile case. Something pointed out by the UK defense attorneys and also Isaac Buchanan himself, saying that due to the passage of time, how long ago this take place, the fact say, yo, this is a high-profile case, almost everybody knew. And the people must say, if it was the longest case in Jamaican judicial history, the first time around, will it be the same scenario again? And if jury selection did have them time there, won't the jury selection present the same set of challenges if the case is given a retrial? Some people also speculate and say that was one of the things considered by the appeal court and the three-judge tribunal that preside over the appeal for Vybz Kartel and his co-accused. We don't know if there's any truth to that, but they did choose to uphold the initial conviction. And I say, based upon the same evidence, the phone calls, or the phone data evidence. I see even an alleged text still mentioned to the UK Privy Council by attorney representing the prosecution. So even though the defense questioned the integrity of the data evidence, it was still something that was presented to the UK. So no. Now, Isaac Buchanan has been some attorney for quite some years. Bert Samuels is also an ex-attorney with a number of years of experience. And they must say, basically, the submission went well. It was well received by the Privy Council. And as Bert Samuels has said, by summer, or even before that, we'll get the results. Now him saying no. So I'm 80% confident. But what I'm really thinking about is if there will be a retrial or if there won't. I already list out the challenges. I already talked about that. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think will be the ruling. Will there be a retrial? Or will the conviction itself just be thrown out and Vybz Kartel will be freed? And his co-accused name will be cleared. And of course, that is definitely news being anticipated by fans of the RTs. Of course, talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, so pass through, click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon and put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell them sister and them brother them to check out the channel, check out the reasoning and also join the discussion. The comment section up 24/7, it never lack it. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts and comments and yes, your opinions is there and we can continue the reasoning via the comment section. Now until the reason again, of course, my sentiments for you and yours. I want to live, love, and prosper. And I want to stay tuned. Now, a quick recap though. Bert Samuels is saying that he's 80% confident that Vybz Kartel and his co-accused Privy Council hearing went well and fans can look out for good news. He's saying though, he's wondering if there'll be a retrial or if there won't be a retrial. Talk to me in the comment section. Now until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours. I want to live, love and prosper. I want to stay tuned.